Oga, please describe where you are.
Coming outside.
You know feel great.
Ikorodu.
I'm not going outside. Please help me to cancel.
Cash your transfer.
My AC just spoil now.
This your place far.
Traffic day here. Make I pass another road.
Or, madam, I beg you go come down here.
Should I start the trip?
Hi. My name is John. I'm an e-hailing driver, and that's what I do for a living. I came into the job on e-hailing platform since 2019 thereabouts. Well, for me, I would say good. My experience has been good because I love what I do. I love driving, so it has its own challenges here, the ups and downs, but it's been good. For me, I do have lots of memorable rides because most important thing for me is when my riders feel safe in my ride. So first one I can think of off my head is I picked up a rider from ICM and we went towards Ijai, and they enjoyed my service, and ever since then now we are more like a family. Then the second one, I picked up someone from Odudua Crescent, Odudua Way, from office to our house, and ever since then, we've always required for my service, and more or less we're more like family. For me, I go out daily just to earn a living and do my job, and it's now from the rider's end who now feel okay. I like this guy, I like his service. I think I could employ his service once in a while, and that's how we get along. So it's not something like I do anything special or extraordinary. It's just me doing my daily routine job. Whoa. So when you talk about worst experience, it has to be with riders coming into your ride and make you feel less of yourself, and I think the one I can pinpoint was some years back. One of my worst experience in UNILAG. I picked up some riders, young girls. They kept me waiting for over 15 minutes, and they got into my car. They started fighting for who to sit in the front. I was holding my gear and I was holding because it was so. They got in the car, started the trip. Like, why did you have to start the trip? Blah 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 blah. They really insult on me, and I was trying to explain to them. And they said a lot of things, man. They said you this ordinary cab man, I can feed you, I can take care of your family. You this ordinary driver, blah. They said a lot of things that I know they were so raw. I can't keep them because normally I'm this kind of person. I don't like keeping negative stuff in my head, but I remember those things. But they said a lot of awful words. So while we got into this heat of argument and all, and I just thought to myself, guy, you're doing your job. So I just okay guys, I'm sorry. Can we just... And they apologized actually. They apologized too. And I took them to their destination. And we got to the destination, they started calculating how much they started contributing money for me. They didn't even pay me full charges. I just get what you have. Let me just go. So one of the challenges we have on this job is, peradventure now there's traffic. You now get a request from a distance. The rider can't wait. They cancel on you. Your scores go down. You don't pick, your scores go. So apparently I picked this one. And I told the person, look at where I am. Look at where you are. It's going to cost me many minutes to get to you. And lo and behold, this girl insulted me and insulted my wife and my children via text message. I think I screen grabbed it and I sent it to both. Then when that thing happened, I went offline. I called the first client I said I met that we are now more like family now. I called her because we speak. She's like a sister to me. So that was we spoke at length, and my anger came down and I began my work again. Because of experiences, one, even to date, I don't go to Ikorodu. I don't go to Navy Town, Festa Town. I don't go to extreme places because one, I'm on the road to make money, and I won't do any business or venture into any trip that will not be of profit to me. One, if I go to Ikorodu and I get stuck, I don't leave there. I don't have anybody there. I pick up a trip and I get there, and there's no way out. The old day is messed up for me. I won't go to Kirikiri. I won't go to several occasions I've been to Navy Town. I end up using the money for the trip to fix my car. Then Apapa, I don't. And places I know that I'm not conversant with the routes, I don't. So I've encountered some law agencies in some few places while driving on the road. In some places whereby where you expect there should be road signs and there are no road signs, and you drive and they come, sometimes all these classmen especially and police officers who work along with them, come out and jump at you, and in some cases you might not have excuse, to showcase. Where can I think? Okay, something like Abamakoli now. There are some places that is is a two-way lane going and coming. There are two opposite ways, but one of the lanes they have oncoming and ongoing cars, and there are no road signs. So for someone who doesn't know, who is new on the road, flies that route, you'll be held. Which other one again? Then some place whereby Ilukoji bypass, you're stuck in traffic, you're on green light, you're meant to move. A long truck comes, blocks you, and the red light meets you at that spot. They'll jump at you. Personal experience. Which other one again? This Obakran Allen, Adeni Jones Obakran. Some of these officers intentionally, when they know that, and most of those places that we are meant to have the green, yellow, and red. Sometimes the yellow don't work. At that point, the light is meant to switch. You now have these law enforcement guys pretend as if they want to cross, and you'll be forced to wait for them to want to cross, and they jump at you. Personal experience. So some places they intentionally set traps. If I meet someone who intends to want to ask me questions, I want to do this job. First thing first, I'll tell you, do you have passion for the job? You have to love what you do. If you don't love what you do and you tend to see some few challenges, you might want to pull off. So for me, I'll tell them, you love what you do, and don't come with the aim of the ideology that they sell the business idea that you make 150 per week, you make 200 per week. No. Days comes where you earn. There are some days that the business won't come. So just enjoy what you do. Make sure you give the best service. Make use of your Google Map. Ask questions if you don't have another, and follow your instincts. I follow my instincts. Once I get a request from our conversation, I will know if that trip is going to be a good one or not. Normally, I see pleasantries first. Hi, good morning, good evening. If I don't get and you're telling me, good, where are you? Good. I just got a request now. You don't expect me to fly to where you are, and I repeat it. Good evening. I know that no. This is bad energy. There are a lot of drivers on the highway. I mustn't be the one to pick you. So I rather cancel, or I tell you to cancel. Because one, you can't request me. Fine, is not everybody is compared to say hello, hi, good morning, good evening. I'm running a service, you pay me, I go. But the point is, once I notice that bad energy, and I won't do the job that will give me bad review, no. There are some that find they'll give you that bad energy and they come into your car, they're not like, man, oh, this is not what I expect. They're not humble themselves, like, I'm sorry, good morning, sir, good evening, sir. But there are some that once the request comes, I feel it. And there are some that they will hide until they get into your car, probably out of anger, they begin to vent. Once you get a request, don't pick anybody on the highway. Because sometimes some of these, some persons, all these tax, all these local government boys, all these airports, tax force, some last month even request intentionally to make you default so they can set you up. So I always tell them, don't pick anybody on the road. If you get a request and it's on the highway, just tell the person to meet you up around one open space or an office. Then 2, at night, don't carry more than three persons. don't even carry more than 2 persons, because we've had experiences of drivers who people book on a trip, and at the end of the day they get killed or their cars get snatched away from them. So, and most of us, some of us learned on the job. There are a lot of driver WhatsApp groups. So where if you meet a new driver, you can introduce that there's this WhatsApp group. You add them to the group where we share traffic advice. If anybody has any challenge, you come into the group, you drop your question. People with experiences can give answers to. Cases of where you are stranded on the highway, you need a tool. You come into the WhatsApp group, you drop your worries, and anybody who's available can come around and be of help for you. So that's how we pull through for each other.